The therapist cannot give advice. A good therapist never gives advice. A therapist never tells the client what direction they should take. The solutions have to be yours. They have to come out of your skill bag of things that you know how to do, and we help you to build that skill bag. We help you with new skills, but we certainly can't tell you what to do.
Are there different roles that the therapist plays?
I suppose that there are different roles that the therapist plays depending on the need of the client. Sometimes the therapist can appear to be an ally in what you're doing because perhaps the therapist needs to offer support at that time for what you're experiencing. Most times a therapist is a listening board, and a therapist is asking appropriate questions at an appropriate time and giving you skills, because that's the difference perhaps between psychology and psychiatry. With psychology, you're expected to gain skills every time you go to therapy.
I wanted us to look at some of the myths that people have around the role of the sex therapist.
Well, first of all, depending on the context you're in, if I'm out socially and someone says, oh, Karen is a sex therapist, and somebody always seems to have to say that. I don't know why. They get a kick out of it. I get very strange reactions. First of all, if you're a psychologist, everybody thinks you can read their mind. When people say Karen is a sex therapist in a public forum, the men all sort of blush and the women walk away. So you end up standing up alone. The men think you can read their minds and see what their sexual dysfunction is, and the women think that you're practicing live sex with your clients. So it's really quite interesting that whoever is brave enough to come up to you and speak to you will almost always ask you that question. Do you have sex with your clients? The answer is no. Sex therapy is talk therapy. It is the use of a number of psychological tools to help you talk through your problems. Now you get homework, and when you go home with your partner on your own, you have to perform the homework in order for us to move forward, in order for us to progress. And I like to say that my homework is fun, and my clients enjoy doing my homework.
It's exciting, right?
It's exciting.
Yeah. Is there such a thing as a coach?
I believe there is such a role, and we've seen clips that show you people working with other people while they're having sex live, and they're helping them to achieve certain kinds of orgasms, engaging in certain positions. Tantric sex workshops take place all over the world now, and certainly in India where it originates. For the most part, the highly qualified instructors don't touch you at all, and no sex takes place in front of them. You have to go away with your partner and work through the exercises that they give you. So the more professional the environment, the less likely you are to have any touching, nudity, sexual contact, because that really is something reserved for your partners, not for therapists.